My name is Lillian. Right now, most of my work is, well, no, quiet. Most of my work is with the autism company. Um, I facilitate the support group. I help run the Sunday social activities, and I do lots of planning and stuff. Hey, Luke, quiet. You got all day. I enjoy doing theater in my spare time. I love the stage. Acting is fun for me.
I'm a filmmaker and writer. I really love stories. I love reading and all kinds of stuff. And I enjoy writing stories, and I found film to be a really cool way to write because I'm a very visual person. And so I've done adaptations and I've done original works. Right now I'm working on a musical, and I also write a lot of articles for my nonprofit that helps people with autism, and I'm telling my story about autism, which seems to help a lot of people.
So Lillian and Chloe have Asperger's, and through their diagnosis, we've had this really interesting journey. We've started a nonprofit organization together, servicing young adults with autism or Asperger profiles. Along that journey, we got the girls service dogs.
I wanted a service dog for a while. I ended up really pressing for one when I moved out of state for school. It's sort of one of those things where like everything happens for a reason. When we first met, there was like this huge connection where there's a video of him just like rolling all over me. Like he knocked me to the floor and like wouldn't stop cuddling with me, and I was just like the first second of meeting him. But there was just like this instant connection when we first met, and he's been attached to me ever since.
The reason I got him was because I was moving out, and when I have sensory overload, I tend to freeze, and I need an outside source to pull me out. And so because I was going out on my own, I thought a service dog would be able to do that so I wouldn't be stuck.
Like it would help a little bit with meltdowns because he knows deep pressure therapy, and I have a weighted blanket that helps me self-regulate when I get overstimulated and stuff like that. And so I thought having him with me would be helpful in that kind of situation. But he's been helpful in more ways than I even thought. And he understands me, where when I'm out and about and I'm like not focused on how my body is feeling and what's going through, he is. And he notices, oh, there's something upsetting you, and he'll warn me, and that's really cool. And he knows, like I tell him I need something when I'm feeling a certain way, and then he recognizes, oh, when you feel that way, I'm supposed to do this, and he'll just start doing it.
When the girls were diagnosed with Asperger's, it was a late diagnosis. They were 16. There was a lot of misdiagnosis, which is really common with girls. And so for us, getting that actual diagnosis was a good thing. Put a lot of things in perspective. It made a lot of things quiet. It made a lot of things make sense.
Learning about autism has been a interesting journey for me. It's been day to day. There's all kinds of things you learn and don't know and think you know and then don't know. And it took quite a while for my kids to be diagnosed, so we were just trying to figure out things to do to help them as people. Didn't know really that they had autism or Asperger's or anything. We just tried to work with whatever was going on in their lives and try to make things easier for them.
So because we kept hitting walls of things that were working or kind of working or not working at all, it turned the whole spin on how to help them by listening to them, which was a whole new concept. It wasn't coming at them and trying to change them and fix them, and it was trying to listen to my girls and hear what they had to say. And when you do that deep listening, they're telling you way more than you realize.
It's really nice having that companionship, because I know affection and stuff like that is hard to get from people, because I don't like skin on skin contact. I don't like a lot of that kind of stuff, but I can get that from a dog, for that love, and like I don't feel as lonely.
So for the company we apply to, they won't give you a service like seeing eye dogs. They don't train those, for example. But they will do for autism. And they were able to match dog and tasks with my needs. And then after that, you do a personality test, so you write down like the personality of a dog you're interested in and what your personality is. So they match you both with a dog that can give you the tasks you need and one that will match you with your personality and lifestyle. So for example, if you're someone who's not going to be out all the time, you'll get a dog that has less energy and doesn't need to be walked all the time and exercise all the time. And then if you're someone who's always doing sports, always running around, always doing stuff, you'll have a dog that needs to be exercised all the time and loves running around.
Well, I get to take him everywhere. Everyone's like, thinks it's really cool that he can go to the movies and he can go to the mall and stuff like that. And I found out he went to Disneyland with me and some of my friends, and I thought it was really funny that like all these little kids were at Disneyland, but they got like the biggest smile just seeing a dog. Like that's like a commonplace occurrence, but they're like, a dog at Disneyland? What?
He's very playful and very friendly. People love to come up to me and talk to me about how pretty he is, how cute he is, how fun he is, and that he loves to play with people.
Yeah, I think the service dogs for my daughters are really going to be helpful throughout their lives as they get older. I think the dogs will be their companions and really help them out with everything they do. They get along well, they're a good companion, and they really help them with everything that they do. I notice that my daughters are spending more time doing activities and keeping even more busy than they were before. And they're more social. They have a lot of friends that hang out with them, and they have fun with the dogs, and then they have friends with other dogs that get together and they have a good time. But I've noticed that they really do spend more time with activities than they did before they had the service dogs.